Who has suddenly stepped down amidst allegations that he inflated his resume, which raises the question, how does a huge company fall for something as obvious as a lie on a CV?
We've all been tempted to tell a white lie on our resumes, maybe by claiming credit for leading a project you only worked on, or by rounding up your grades from B+ to an A-. But when does everyday resume padding become fraud? Well, claiming credit for a computer science degree which didn't exist would be a start. That's the quote-unquote inadvertent error which unseated Yahoo CEO Scott Thompson. The company's worth $22 billion US on the stock market, so you'd think Yahoo would be more careful about who they put in charge. But Thompson's previous employees, including PayPal and Visa, hadn't checked his credentials either.
It's so easy these days to do the research, to do the background. You'd have to think that they weren't looking that hard. But of course, it was also revealed that the board member who had recruited Scott Thompson had also padded her CV.
Ironically, Thompson might have been found out earlier if Yahoo's HR department had used a better search engine. Thompson joins a long line of resume padders, like the chief scientist of New Zealand's Defence Force, an unqualified Qantas engineer who supervised over 1,000 international flights, and a White House lawyer who practiced unlicensed for 23 years. The message in the age of information technology is you will be caught, and even a white lie early in your career can come back to haunt you later on. Luke Batter is the CEO of AIM Screening, an Australian company that reviews and screens CVs. Luke, everybody puts little white lies in there. I mean, if the guys on the desk here looked under the hobby section of my CV, they'd be laughing. You know, where's the line between what's okay and what's not okay?
Yeah, it's a very good question. I guess CVs essentially are marketing documents, and people want to obviously put their best foot forward. Different companies within different industries have different levels of tolerance to these matters. It's a bit like how long's a piece of string.
Luke, excuse me if I've lost focus, but all I want to do is look under the hobby section of Carrie's CV.
When's the last time I went rollerblading? I mean, that's under there. I don't even own a pair of rollerblades, you know? But it makes me look like such a
I don't know how that's going to help you get a job, I've no idea. But
You're not helping the situation.
yeah, but Ollie, back to the actual story here, mate. But what if an employee lies on their CV and then is brilliant at their job for 10 years? I mean, they're not going to get sacked, are they?
Well, Dave, that's an interesting number that you've actually quoted, because generally speaking, the companies that engage us to perform these inquiries, 10 years is actually the exact number that we do searches on. So generally speaking, anything beyond 10 years we don't really look at.
Luke, what's the biggest try-on you've found in the CV?
The biggest try-on. I mean, personally, I have a very interesting case of where I had somebody apply for a role as an executive assistant. She had come from a prominent security company and worked directly for the CEO of that business. It came back that she had quite an extensive undisclosed criminal record that nearly cracked the computer. So,
Do you know if she was a rollerblader?
As the CEO of the screening business.
And Charlie here has also told us he's got a law degree, so I might be employing your services, Luke.
No problem. No problem.